Okay, so I went back for the rune. Ow. Give me the rune so I can leave quickly. Thank you.
Jessamine Kaldwin's hands were all that was holding this city together. With her dead, this city was a fast disintegrating web of guardsmen, overseers, nobles, weepers. Maybe this was the world the outsider was trying to show me all along. For years, I'd held together a shadowy band of ex-mercenaries, street kids, and refugees through discipline and a bit of black magic. On the fringes of a city that ate up innocence and weakness. Maybe today was the end of that small world. I thought of Jessamine Kaldwin's hands shuddering as she lost her grip on life. Whatever doom was coming, I deserved it. My people didn't.
So I guess they're... Oh, improved armor and boot self. Nice. So I guess that means that, something's happening at the home front. So no favors to buy. That's fine, I guess. Upgrades. Boot stealth. Stun mine capacity is pretty decent, but I don't know if I actually have any. So we'll go with sleep dart capacity. Maybe next time, if there's a next time anyway, we'll go with the improved armor. There we go. Oh, I could have bought some. It's fine. It's fine. We'll hopefully find them later. But yeah, we prepared as much as we can. Home sweet home. Hi, Billy.
We've been attacked. Overseers are tearing the place apart. Looking for you. They're holding our remaining men, and their leader is in your chambers as we speak. If we take him out and free our men, we can still drive the Overseers back.
I want to know how the bastards found us in the first place.
Right? Well, shit. So, Overseers have taken the base by surprise. The assassins are scattered and some are captured. Free them to retake control of the area. Welp. I also have 5 runes. So, just one more, baby. Just one more and we can have bend time. Well, we can change bend time to stop time. Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I won't use the explosive boats, but that's fine. Seriously, I'm kind of pissed off about this. I bought all the shit that I need for this mission, and it's right fucking here. Guess if I need more, I'll be able to find a spot for it. Nothing of importance up here, but there is a ruin. There's a bone charm. Captured assassin. And another bone charm. Okay. And fucking overseers.
Things are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Indeed, I believe so.
Oh, someone's coming back. Oh, nope, now he's just facing that way. Fuck!
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night? Indeed, I believe so.
Ah! I let go of the button. Ah, that one's coming back. What's with all the explosive darts? I mean, it's not like I'm going to use them or anything, but jeez. The Deep Watchers. Excerpt from a natural philosopher's journal. Before the cable snapped, there was nothing to see, nothing to report. My lantern revealed only an endless depth below, and my mission felt like a bitter failure. I would have returned to the surface empty-handed, but now, at the cost of my life, I have made a profound discovery. So I write these words in the hope that someday my companions will recover this diving bell, which has become my tomb, and find this journal. I want others to know what I have seen here, what extraordinary events have transpired. Frost is gathering on the inside of the thick portals, and my breath is misty. It has been 6 hours since this ill-fated adventure began, and my calculations made it clear that there is no more than an hour of good air remaining within the sphere. What brought me here? Curiosity. A desire for glory. Financial gain. In all the months I've spent designing the submersible, my mind had been fixated on the minute details. Tempering the glass portals, the airflow from the surface to the sphere, the ingenious switch that would allow communication via bells with the ship above. I pored over every element in the design and construction of this apparatus. Why had I never considered that the creatures here might resent my intrusion? That they would lash out at the iron monstrosity plunging deep into the unfathomable darkness? It happened in an instant. Out of the inky depths, the great fluke of a whale slid past my lantern, casting wide shadows into nothing. A second later, what had been a steady, controlled descent became a gut-churning tumble. The metal around me groaned, and I felt certain that the sphere would soon implode from the pressure. The spinning dizzied me, such that I could scarcely keep my feet. Then the savage collision whereupon my skull struck the deck and I blacked out. A precious hour of my time was spent in that fitful sleep, and when I awoke, the sickening realization came upon me. Cut off, untethered, and completely removed from the world above, with no chance of returning. I extinguished my lantern some time ago in order to conserve air, and only then did the ghostly radiance of the seafloor reach my eyes. Not the seafloor itself, but the tiny tentacled creatures that swarmed over it. They create a carpet of soft colors, twisting and moving in waves, as if they are singing with light. It is in this dim luminosity that I can see them. The leviathans, the great whales, here in their domain they move with grace and elegance, with purpose. They have approached the sphere repeatedly now, one almost touching the portal with her great eye. As I stare into the orb, it is clear to me that the thing is not mindlessly searching for prey. It is observing me. It is curious. One by one they approach and peer in my window. There is an unnerving sense of intelligence in that gaze, devoid of malevolence. For a time they examine me, my predicament, and allow themselves to drift off to trace the broken cables along the seafloor. I dream that one will take the cables in its great jaws and haul me back to the surface, but it is only a rapturous fantasy of the thinning atmosphere. I find myself gasping now, while the creatures move away and watch from a distance. Their song is different here. I've heard it for years on the surface, but here it is soulful and moving. The natural philosopher in me is beginning to suspect that the song has notes that we cannot even detect. But here in the depths, they can be felt. I believe they're trying to comfort me while I die. First Researcher Douglas Church, ESS Keeper, Forward Exploration Vessel, Academy of the Natural Philosophy. Wow. That is something. Oh, nope, there's a guard over there too. That would be a terrible idea. Oh, and there's a guy with a music box too. Shit. There's one over there too.
Think you'll get your own squad after what happened last night?
Yeah. Oh, fuck. There's gotta be a way to get up higher.
Stashing the treasure. These buildings are probably riddled with trapdoors and false walls. Our sisters from the Oracular Order advised it. The power of the visible. The new and to leave them there just for the day. Yes. After that, this place can fall apart on its own. Treasures are hidden away in secret vaults somewhere in these ruins.
Really? Phew. Yeah! Oh, there's only 2 in this chapter? Shit. Hello, stop time, my old friend. Oh, shit.
Someone get over here.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Get up right now. What is it?
Ah. Are you fucking kidding me? The assault plans. So X is the suspected cultist lair, and they came from the Greaves oil refinery. They're on their way to, and of course there's Red Shore Gate as well. They're trying to block off.
This map shows a coordinated sweep of the flooded district, but the overseers here didn't stick to the plan. Someone must have tipped them off.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm now in a slightly more advantageous location. Only slightly, though.
Watch for your son.
Yeah. That would actually be a better place to hide them. I've managed to make a space for myself here. Thankfully, Red Shore is all but completely abandoned. Up in this room, I'm protected from the occasional scavenger and the flooding during heavy rain. I'd like to return to my office in the Commerce Building to see if I can find some of my old books, but I've yet to build up the courage. Eventually, I'll run out of canned meats, and then I'll have no choice. No need for courage when desperation kicks in. And here's hoping you're smart about it, dude. There's one guy over there.
Will our sisters in the Iraqi These are bad. Could the city get any worse?
Chance.
Need to deal with the guy with the music box for sure. Gonna test something real quick.
Yeah, it's nice.
Nope, I didn't think so, but would have been nice. And there's a cluster of rats over there. Oh, there's another assassin.
Now what?
Ah! Come on, away from the guys. As long as you don't move, you don't die. Ah!
Thought you could just leap away, did you?
We'll have to do.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, wait a minute. Go, 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 go! There's another captured assassin over there. So there's 3 of them over there now.
Yeah, it's nice.
Give yourself up. Come out. We both know you're weak at heart.
Where are you?
Yeah, it's nice.
Thy hands not be restless. Reveal yourself.
Hardy crew. Summoned assassins deal more damage. Eh.
Yeah, it's nice.
You guys should be good for now.
Yeah, it's nice.
Ah, there's another one.
This one's done. There isn't any.
Someone get over here! I'll reach.
This one's done. There isn't any fight left in him. No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight. That might be worth checking out.
Got you now! Get over here!
Fight left in him. No wonder they keep to the shadows. They're nothing in a stand-up fight.
Gotcha.
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
Dice.
Robust. Potions give you moderately more health. This is ironic. One, two. Excerpt from a journal's report on organized criminal activity. One gentleman of advanced age swore that his brother had been taken by the Whalers, a notorious gang associated with a man called Daud. According to Pieter Mansfield, his brother Radolf was proud of working with the Royal Spymaster's Reasonable Citizens Group, feeling no shame in reporting on what he perceives as shady dealings by his rivals at the fish markets. But this might have been the source of his trouble. On the 6th evening of the month of Hearths, Radolf came storming into Pieter's home, white-faced and panic-stricken, claiming to have been chased by a group of ruffians wearing the leather suits and vapor masks used by the men working in the whale oil factories. Pieter gave him supper and drink, sending him on his way later in the night, after which Radolf was never seen again. Oh. Please log the superstitious artifact. It was found in one of Daud's men in the training area. Within the commerce building, there should be a crate in the temporary headquarters for items of this nature. Dispose of it there after you create a log entry for it. Overseers are collecting confiscated artifacts in their temporary headquarters. Can I reach that? No.
Dice.
May have to find an ulterior entrance into that building.
1 minute later.
Dice.
Oh, I can do that.
For the last time, where is Daud?
Is it true that more bone charms have been taken from apostates since the plague started? You're only moments from death. Talk or die.
I think I just took myself out with my own sleep darts.
You're only moments from death. Talk or die, scum. It's all the same to me. Tell me where he's hiding. Your life ends at the count of 3. 1, 2.
Oh.
Rouse yourself. Wake up. Probably right.
I'll survive. I'll await your signal.
I knew you here somewhere, son. Let my hands not be restless.
Dice.
All right, I won't be catching this red bastard.
Oh, yes, please.
We got a prowler on the loose.
Yeah, you do.
Think you'll get your premium squad after what happened last
But
night?
Daud had been working with the former Lord Protector.
Ah!
Thank you. I'll wait for your word.
do that.
Probably rats there.
Wake up! Hear me? They'll got you now.
Get up.
Ah! Well, that's that, I guess.
Nice.
Well, it's gonna have to be enough.
What does all this mean? Could Daud have been working with the former Lord Protector?
Impossible. Stop this nonsense. Focus on the task at hand.
But sir, these drawings... maps appear to show that...
Enough! We don't have time for useless speculation. Daud could be here any moment. We must be vigilant.
Yes, sir. Of course. You are right.
Nice.
Heard something. See something?
Might be worth checking out.
Heard something.
That might be worth checking out.
Find you.
Nice.
I'm going to find you, whoever you are, and then I'll demonstrate your failings. Come out, and I'll go easy on you. Nothing after all.
You won't stay hidden for long.
Guards, to me!
Wait, did he die? Did I kill him? I didn't kill him, did I? He's not dead, though. Okay, good. I hear him snoring. We're okay. Overseer Pike, I've taken the Commerce building. A temporary headquarters has been set up in a nearby structure. My men are dealing with a number of captives that should prove to be very informative. We have achieved a total victory here, catching the enemy by surprise. The plans for a larger coordinated assault were obviously unnecessary. I am confident that Daud will show himself and will be in our custody soon. Overseer Leonard, throughout the ages, rulers have always faced attempts on their lives. Once in a generation, the Empire is rocked by the death of a powerful political or religious figure. As such, city-states across the Isles have devised varying strategies for protecting their leaders. In the capital city of Dunwall, each new emperor is allowed to appoint a royal protector. This is far more than a trusted bodyguard. Much more revered than the hand-chosen guards defending Dunwall Tower or the food tasters, the royal protector is a court figure, given enormous latitude, who keeps constant company with the highest ruler in the known world. At the age of 12, the young monarch participates in the selection process, making the final decision about who will safeguard his or her life. While most of those chosen as royal protector have been men, several times throughout history, a woman has served well in the role. For the first time in Dunwall's history, a monarch has been slain by her own bodyguard. At the time of this writing, with Dunwall in the grips of the worst plague ever recorded, our fair Empress Jessamine Kaldwin has just been murdered. The deed was done by her former royal protector turned assassin, Corvo Attano, who is still sitting in Coleridge prison awaiting his deserved execution. Some argue that it is worth noting that Corvo Attano is the first royal protector in the history of the Empire born outside of the Isle of Crystal. Definitely reminds you that Corvo got screwed. There's another assassin over there that I want to help.
Give the word, sir. What's our next move?
Capture the remaining overseers. We are low chaos.
Capture as many as you can. Their plans are ruined.
Ah, that's what happens. And there we go. We've got 2 more. Did I get all the bone charms? I don't think I did, but you know what? It's fine.
Give me a report.
We'll take the Overseer who led the attack and find out what else he knows. As soon as he's conscious.
Good.
It seems the Overseers are marching into the flooded district, planning a massive assault against us. This Overseer Hume went against orders and attacked early. Our men, the ones you freed, were able to rout the remaining zealots. This place belongs to us again.
How did the cursed Overseers find us?
Good question.
It's my fault.
Oh?
I told Delilah where we were hidden.
Why?
She wanted me to turn on you.
You did this.
But I can't go through with it.
Stupid child. All you had to do was cut his throat.
He deserves better. I was an idiot to listen to you.
What the fuck is going on?
Choice then. Daud. Her betrayal would have been the sweetest. But either way, the Brigmore witches will be your end. You should have forgotten my name the day you heard it.
I think it was always understood between us that I'd see my moment and take your place. I moved too early. You weren't weak, like I thought. I'm only sorry I didn't pick a better ally. Delilah made contact with the Overseers. I thought, between the 3 of us, we'd have you dead to rights.
We can blame the Zealots for that. Overseer Hume was too quick to move.
My life is yours now. Kill me, or let me live. If it even matters to you.
Touching and pathetic. If I see either of you again, I'll tear out your stone-cold hearts and walk in your skin.
Wow. Bitch. You know what? If there was an understanding between us that she would eventually take over, I can't really fault her for that because that's the environment we live in. She just chose her time poorly, so.
I forgive you. Get out of here. Leave the city. Leave my sight, Billy. I give you your life.
Oh, this is new.
When Billy Lurk was 8, she wanted to be the captain of a ship. From the moment she met you, all she wanted was to be a killer. She watched you, learned from you, and then she saw you losing your grip and decided to take your place. And now, she's limping to the outskirts of the city. She'll pay a smuggler to get past quarantine. She'll watch herself for signs of plague for a while.
Good.
Gradually, the fear and grief that seep into your bones in Dunwall will dissipate, and she'll find a new name and a new use for her skills.
Okay.
Even if Dunwall burns to the ground, one corner of the Empire will still know your story. Daud, killer of an Empress. Daud, who spared his betrayer's life.
Yeah, I didn't find all of the bone charms, but that's fine, I guess. 7 bodies were found, that's fine. I didn't kill anybody. I spared Billy Lurk, I rescued all of my assassins, and I eliminated all of the Overseers armed with music boxes. Beautiful. That's all I could have asked for. But I found both runes, and like I said, I missed a bone charm, but that's fine. I could probably go back and deal with that if I so wanted to, but it's not really that important. But yeah, Billy, it's the environment of an assassin. There's always going to be a top dog, and there's always going to be a succession, and the succession is basically being better than the top dog. So once again, Billy did what she was basically brought up to do, which is she saw her chance to try and take out Daud, and she took it. Unfortunately for her, she acted too soon. Overseer Hume acted too soon, and Delilah's pissy because of it, but who cares about her? That's basically it. But on that note, we are going to leave this off here because we have reached the end of the DLC. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like or subscribe. If not, leave a comment below letting me know what I can do to improve. And until the next time, guys, ciao. Excerpt from a journal, meeting Daud. Another stinking mouth, that's what my mother said. A mouth that'd need feeding for years, then would sass her every time it opened. First words I can remember her saying that. When she'd drunk for so long that her eyes stopped working for good, drunk on ocean, it seemed to me, I left the patched-up shack we called home. But before heading out, I reminded her of all the times she'd put her hands on me or thrown something at my head. The night she'd rushed me like an ox and sent me down the back stair. All the times she told me I was just another stinking mouth. Last thing I heard was her cursing me from her bed, cursing the blind dark. Running with my pals, we had to stay sharp to make enough coin to keep from starving. Same story across the aisles. Not the biggest kids, but sometimes the smartest, the meanest when we needed to be. The only way to stay off the back alley mattresses. Not desperate enough to go out on the drain flats with the mudlarks. So it was the knife for us, trying to catch the eye of the Hatters or the boys from Bottle Street so they'd take us on. But when a dandy from Serkonos stepped down from his polished coach and cracked my dear Deirdre's pretty head and left her twitching and dying in the muck, I snapped off one of the wooden gazelles on the top of the coach and drove the splintered end into his eye as deep as it would go. Last I saw of Deirdre, she was still, eyes wide to the gray sky. But now I like to remember her with a smile, laughing from the void at the one-eyed dandy with the gazelle coming out of his head. No one would take me after that. The city watch made a full sweep once a week for months trying to catch me. When the Grand Guard came in from Karnaca down in Serkonos, it seems the dandy's daddy was the Duke of Serkonos. I was too much trouble for my friends from the old neighborhood. Anyone who saw me tried to drive me away, threw rocks to get me to leave, or tried to get a bag over my head, hungry for the reward. Even the gangs cursed me on sight. Billy's bad luck, they'd say. Hexed. She'd make it all bad for us. You may think you know what loneliness is, but I can tell you, you don't. By late in the month of harvest, I had a hate inside me that would have choked most. Then I met Daud. It was early in the dark morning, the only time I could go out. Walking the streets of the legal district, I saw them up ahead. 3 who looked like boys from the city watch but dressed out a uniform. They were out for blood and coin, running some kind of murder racket, waiting on a drunk barrister to stagger out of a bar at just the right time. I didn't see him at first, but in the flicker of an eyelid he was on them. Out of the cold night air. He used a single blade, nothing else, and it only touched each of them once, at the left side of their throat. Their blood splattered and steamed on the cobbles. Quick movements, an occasional grunt. Dark hair and the glimpse of a long scar down his face. When it was over, he made for the rooftops. I'd never seen the like of it, so I followed. I could have stayed and looted the poor bastards he left bleeding. Could have eaten for a month, most likely. But this seemed bigger. So I tried to stay up with him. Tried to stay hidden, without losing sight of him. All across Dunwall into the wrecked and ruined parts. He crossed into what I could tell was his territory. Hidden sentries and odd masks. I thought I'd seen everything in the city, all the gangs, but this was something else. Clinging to roof tiles and watching from behind chimneys, I watched, then followed him into an old building. Inside was all gloom. Rotted carpets and desks full of rat-eaten papers. Paintings ruined by the wet. There were weapons and practice dummies. Men lived here in secret, training with knives and crossbows. I lost track of him and continued to explore, but I was a fool. He'd known I was following and came up from behind. When I saw him, I froze, waiting for him to speak. You followed me, found this place, and now you're not begging or running for your life. There's nowhere to run, I said, and I'm not very attached to it, to tell the truth. He came close, looked me right in the eyes, trying to see some light inside that would tell him my story. You think you're already dead inside, but I'll give you something to live for. You'll fight for me, kill people like the ones who've hurt you. I just nodded, feeling relief for the first time in months. And I guess that's how Billy Lurk became a whaler, or at least started training to become one anyway.